What is going on, everybody? This is Mr. Crazy Jacob here, keeping gaming 20% cooler, and today I decided to make this video talking about why I think the Pokemon show sucks in these newer seasons, such as Pokemon Black and White, X and Y, etc, and why I think the older seasons are way better. Now, before you go into the comments and say, well, obviously the show sucks now, allow me to explain to your viewer the point of this video. And the point of this video is to explain why the Pokemon series, when it began, had the stuff, we'll say, but the Pokemon nowadays doesn't have anything there to offer and can be flat out unbearable to watch at some points. And no, before you ask me, of course, I am not one of those older is better, screw new, back with the old. No, not at all. This is my main problem with the show, as it doesn't have the balls to go anywhere with the series. So on that note, let's go ahead and get started here. So obviously we are going to have to take a look back at Pokemon Generation 1 all the way up to Generation X and Y, we'll say. So the show begins with Ash Ketchum, an eager kid who just turned 10 in the world of Pokemon. And when you turn 10 in the age of 10 in the world of Pokemon, you get your first Pokemon and are sent out into the world full of murderers, rapists, pedophiles. But that's besides the point. Ash Ketchum needs to go to Professor Oak to get his first Pokemon, but he's late and gets stuck with a yellow diseased rat with rabies. Oh my gosh! Oops! Oh wait, no, that's Pikachu. False alarm. And at first, these two are mortal enemies. Anyway, they're enemies, but soon they become friends, and within the series you can see their relationship bonding all the closer and closer as the show progresses. Yay! A rat and a kid. Somebody better watch over these two, especially at night in the bed. Oh, perfect. So on the road to the first gym, he meets a girl named Misty. And of course, his Pikachu has just gotten injured from saving him. So as I said, they hated each other, but now they don't because, you know what, just go watch. So just like everybody's bike you steal, they decide to help you on your journey to catch them all and get all 8 badges. But to do so, he must defeat all 8 of the region's gym leaders, where he meets Brock, leader of the Stone Gym, who gives it up after being defeated because he's a pussy. No, what I meant to say was to help Ash catch him on his journey. So now we got our 3 main characters whose character traits develop throughout the series, leading you to love them all the more as the show progresses. And within the series, there were great and tons of memorable episodes. But with every good show or bad show, it must come to an end. And this is where Ash Ketchum challenges the Elite Four and the champion, where, spoiler alert, he fails, which I think may have been a lesson trying to say, like, you won't always successfully complete your goals, but always keep trying. As Ash Ketchum states, I'm gonna try again next year, I'll never give up, yeah. And anyway, which then we go on to the next generation of Pokemon, which had a great vibe to it, just like Generation 1, but followed the same plot, same as the main character Ash. I hate Ash Ketchum. I hate him. In the upcoming generations, that is, which leads us to Generation 3, because that's really all I gotta say about Generation 2. Sum it up, it's Generation 1, just as good stories within it, but yeah. So, Generation 3. Well, it was okay, but it sucks. Moving on. Generation 4, version 1 okay, you know what? We need to talk about Generation 1. So Generation 3 is it's just a suckier, crappier version of Generation 1 and 2. It was okay, but nothing memorable like the first 2 generations. But Generation Black and White is where it follows the exact same concept of every single gen from 3 and down. But it's possible, but are the episodes fun and enjoyable to watch? Heck no. It's boring, the scripting almost feels forced, and the voice actors I'm pretty sure were replaced with Google Translator. Every sentence that comes out of their mouth sounds like they have a gun to their head, and they're being forced to say the lines, and those smiles, those eyes, they're staring into my soul! Thank you, Hankill. Anyway, so in X and Y, are the shows fun and enjoyable to watch? Well, no, they're not. The episodes in this particular show is boring and almost just unbearable to watch. And even if you're a fan of the show, you can say, well, just don't watch it. Well, trust me, man, I'm never watching this again. So, anyway, I could go on to say how much worse X and Y is, but basically it's the same thing, boring fillers episodes till Ash fights the Elite Four and fails, because they don't have the balls to introduce a new main character. And yes, you have the episodes where he fights Team Plasma and Rocket, who are just a complete joke, may I say, and they're not even funny anymore, like they were back in Generation 1, and etc, Generation 2. And now they are just plain boring stereotypes. As a fan of Pokemon myself, watching Generation 1, seeing the love and care they put into the show when it first began, and that's so that even adults could watch and enjoy the show. And Pokemon once had the secret formula, but it's like Plankton stole it and made it into Chummon. And you can say it's just a children's show. There are so many shows out there which have appealed to both children and adults, like Adventure Time, Regular Show, and which have huge fan bases of both adults and children themselves. But okay, but these are only a few examples of shows that are geared toward children which have appealed to adults. So what I conclude from all this is the series Pokemon has gotten lazy. They don't try to appeal to anyone older than the TVY7 fan base they're aiming for. And it's lazy now, and it's completely boring to watch, and being a fan of Pokemon, as I stated before, this show seems like all it is another way to advertise their product, make money, and advertise their actually good merchandise. It's like the games, to be completely honest. It's the same game over and over and over. But hey, that's all I got to say in this video today, guys. So be sure to comment and let me know what you think of this show nowadays. Do you hate it? Like it? Let me know in the comments below. And even if you don't agree with this video or like the concept of this video, I will be making other videos that I hope you will enjoy. So be sure to subscribe to become part of the Pro Gamer Elites. We are a group of people making gaming 20% cooler. This has been Mr. Crazy Jacob signing out. Peace!